Those were my own words. But I think I was fooling. I couldn't do a damn thing. You died centuries ago, and it still feels like yesterday. Not a day goes by when I don't think of you, and how I could save you. But I failed you. Like a fool, I'm just spinning my wheels while the world dies. Now everything's ending, and no one's gonna survive.
This is an emergency broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Yusman branch of the Order of Salvation. Volatile chaos infusions have been detected inside the Yusman Palace. All entrances have been sealed by...
Sarah, I need to know. When I die, will I get to see you again? Not that I have any right to. Well, I guess we all come to this world alone, and that's the way we gotta leave it. What are you waiting for, Lightning? You don't have much time left before the world ends. This is your last chance for payback to the man who couldn't keep your sister safe.
So now it's the glittering city. This is how Snow entertains himself these days?
I don't know how entertaining he finds it, but it's certainly his doing. Yusnan is Snow's town now. The residents call him the patron, and he runs everything here, especially the feasts and banquets. I've heard that he wanted everyone to enjoy whatever brief time they had left. But these days he's holed up in his palace. Who knows what he's thinking?
If I could, I'd go and visit, but I don't think I'm welcome there. Guess I should have pulled my punches.
No, it was the right thing to do at the time. I really thought if you confronted him head-on, he'd open up to you. Of course, it's been centuries. People are bound to change.
Have the years changed him? Maybe. The Snow I remember was an optimist, almost laughably so. He believed in everyone, and so everyone believed in him. That's why in the end, I could accept Sarah wanting to marry him. But while I slept away the years in Crystal, he had to live every day, facing the world's coming end. Centuries, watching all hope crumble, lifetimes passing without a hint of escape. No man can stare into the darkness for so long and survive with his soul intact.
It looks like the palace is completely locked down, but I think I found a way you can sneak in. The Augur's Quarter is our best bet. Supplies for the Grand Feast are delivered each and every day. Anywhere from early afternoon to late at night. There should be plenty of things for you to hide amongst and make your way inside.
I've come to see the patron's palace from up close. Just looking at it would make me feel richer myself. It's the most extravagant building in the world.
The palace is in the Augur's Quarter, right? I don't think tourists are allowed. I've heard that there are some parts of Yusnan that only the rich can get into. Not people like us, unfortunately.
It's a palace. They ought to at least let us go look at it for free, right? It'll be all right. Come on, let's go.
All right, let's go to the Augur's Quarter.
The Augur's Quarter is the exclusive playground of the rich. Commoners aren't welcome, and that will include you. It seems crashing that party put you on the city's radar. The guards are looking for you. Sneaking into the palace again is going to be a challenge.
Yeah, I don't think I'll go unnoticed this time. So, maybe I could use my notoriety to my advantage.
You mean you could purposefully draw attention and throw the palace security into confusion.
This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Yusman branch of the Order of Salvation.
You there?
A warrant has
You
been
mean
issued
me?
for the arrest
I
of
know
the
your
woman calling
face.
herself the
You're the
Savior.
one I've seen on the
She is armed
posters.
and considered
Oh
extremely
no, you've
dangerous.
seen through my elaborate disguise. Yes, I'm the Savior, here to steal the soul from your precious patron. What are you waiting for? Arrest me and you'll probably get a raise.
Shut up! I don't need you to tell me how to do my job, you damn criminal!
Fences are tight around here.
Of Salvation.
Well, there are quite a lot of guards.
The arrest of the woman calling herself the Savior.
If you let them chase you around, you might get cornered. Take the offensive and try to throw them into... This is the Revelers' Quarter. The beautiful fountain and the Cactar statue are both symbols of this delightful part of the city. It's a really popular hangout for couples. I'm afraid you're going to be the only single one here.
And you're worried about my feelings?
I meant you'll be conspicuous, that's all. If you don't...
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder.
If you don't have an
calling
ID,
herself the Savior.
you're never
She
getting
has
into the
rose-colored
Augur's
hair
Quarter.
and is carrying an
If you
enormous
really want to
weapon.
see one of the shows they
Citizens are
hold
asked to
there,
report
you don't have
persons
much
matching
choice
this
but the tour
description to
guide.
the nearest
The
security
tour guide
officer.
sneaks groups of tourists in through the back route to see the show in the Augur's Quarter. Trust me, he's not that hard to find. In fact, he's about the easiest person to spot.
I think we've got it now. I know how to get you into that palace. The gate to the Augur's Quarter is locked, and that's blocking you from the palace. If you don't have the proper ID, it'll be impossible to get through the front gate.
There are a lot of popular attractions in the Augur's Quarter.
Hail there, my stylish lady. You're just dying to see this show, aren't you? You can try to hide it, but I know what a woman wants.
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, I don't have an ID to reach the theater.
No worries about that. I can get you a special ticket at a special price.
A ticket, huh?
Oh, you playing innocent? I'm sure you know about the sneaking in special. I help the poor visitors to our fair city, people who don't have the requisite IDs, to see our most famous sight, the show in our illustrious theater. And I'm the only option they've got.
So I buy a ticket and you get me in to see the show, and I've nothing to go on but your word.
My word is good, but I can't offer any guarantees. I mean, who knows if you'll make it back alive? That depends on Lady Luck. So put your trust in Fortuna and your money in my pocket.
Fine. But how about a few more details?
I knew you were up for it. All right, let me explain to you the brilliance of my little tour, shall I? It starts next to the monorail track. You know, the one that carries supplies from the industrial area. Up on that track, you'll find some of the best views in the city. If you know where to look, that is. I can take you up on the track from the industrial area and get you set up all nice and comfy. A perch with a view. You'll be able to see the Augur's Quarter and the theater.
Sounds easy enough. So where does Lady Luck come into it?
Well, the tour's not without danger. The chaos infusions have been hitting the industrial area real hard these days. You might have to fight more than just desperate tourists on your way to the best seats. I don't guarantee your safe arrival or return. All I guarantee is I'm the only way in. Not that it looks like you have plans of actually sitting down and watching a thing, my lady.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. None of my business to say where you might be going or who you might be going after. I'm sure the Savior plays her cards close to her chest.
Gee, was it the posters around town that tipped you off?
I could sell you out to the palace guard, you know, make a pretty profit. I guess you'll also have to depend on your luck to see that I don't just do that, Now, don't you feel like coughing up and buying a ticket to my tour? I'll even give you a special price just for you.
If you want to betray me to the authorities, go ahead. But watch your back if you do.
Ooh, look out for the big bad Savior. A ticket for one. Time's on the ticket. Be in the industrial area by then or you'll miss your chance for the show. One of my helpers will be in front of the gate to the industrial area. Give them that ticket and they'll take real good care of you. You know the area, right? Past Central Avenue and then across the sand in the lower city. We leave on the dot, so don't you dawdle or you'll have to wait for the next tour. Thank you for your business, my good lady.
Every night, there's a play put on in the Augers Quarter to
Hello? Would you like to buy some tears? I can make you a great deal. I swear you won't regret it.
You're selling your tears? That's not something you see every day.
That's right. People say my tears are beautiful and majestic. They can't get enough. Some even call them the tears of an angel. Would you like to see? Never mind. I guess I can't sell them to you.
But you've already taken my money.
Don't dwell on the money. It's not about that. I can't sell my tears to just anybody you know.
I've never met a merchant who was bold enough to choose their customers.
I know, but I'm special. I can't give you a refund, but instead you can ask me anything you want. Anything at all.
No thanks, I'd rather not.
Then what if I tell you a story that'll make you want to ask me something? You see, I used to be an actress. This was a long time ago. But then, one day, that thing happened. And I had to quit. I can't do much, but I can cry on cue. That's what prompted me to start this business. Come on, aren't you even the teeniest bit curious why I quit acting?
Not really, but I'll listen if you want me to.
Reverse psychology, huh? I'm not falling for that. Besides, I already gave you your money's worth. And that's all for today. If you want more, come back another time.
I truly believe she's found her calling. You look like you have troubles. Something on your mind there?
Well, no, not really. Just, lost in my thoughts. Thinking about an old friend.
Oh?
He passed away, unfortunately, a while back.
I'm sorry.
Oh, by the way, my name is Armand. Would you have some time to spare? I have quite a story to tell about him.
Sure. Tell me about him.
He was a reporter. A firm believer that the pen was mightier than the sword. A do-gooder. Believed he could save people by exposing the evils and hypocrisies of society. Naive, maybe, but full of determination.
Being naive's better than having no ideals at all.
Agreed. At first, he was just a regular beat reporter for a local paper. His articles were mainly about the local stores and great discounts they were offering that week. You know, little tidbits to help people out in their daily lives. As you can tell, nothing worthy of the front page. But one day, a great opportunity fell into his lap.
He got assigned a big story.
You're one step ahead of me. But that's enough storytelling for one day. The rest will have to wait for another time.
Snow is the Lord Patron of Yusnan. If anyone's supposed to protect the people, it's him. But instead, he's hiding away in that palace, presiding over endless banquets. It doesn't look like he's doing a thing to stop the chaos. Is that right?
Yes, and the situation is growing critical. If the city is lost to the chaos, it'll be the beginning of society's collapse. All of the people left in this world depend on the goods that are made and distributed from here in Yusnan.
So this city is humanity's lifeline. and the last remaining bulwark against total... It's a hell of a responsibility to be in charge of a place like this. It's not easy to carry the fate of an entire world on your back.
Yes, and don't forget, he's been doing it for hundreds of years now. It's no surprise that he might have grown tired of the burden and chosen to throw it off. I was hoping my instruments were wrong, but I'm definitely detecting a source of chaos inside the palace. It's possible that Snow's to blame for the chaos infusions.
If he's finally given in to the pressures on him and is using the power of the chaos, if his heart is that far gone, it might not matter if I reach him or not. He just won't listen to me.
Welcome! Welcome to the famous Sneakin' In Special.
Here's your ticket.
Very good, madam. In you go. Now listen up and let me explain the rules. Participation in the tour is strictly at your own risk. Whatever happens, it ain't our problem. And that's it. Got it?
Per the schedule, the delivery... Okay, there's a foul sea called Pandemonium that labors away in the center of this industrial area. It is the last one of its kind in the world. I wouldn't try. That's
Security alert code Bravo.
If you want to sneak into the Arger's Quarter, you have to go through the industrial area.
Restricted area.
Then, make your way along the supply rail.
Restricted area. Security personnel are authorized to shoot first and ask questions later.
It's an unbelievable scene, isn't it? The whole world's running out of energy, and Yusnaan's no different. Yet...
Vanity'll do wonders. The fools are probably bleeding themselves dry for their glittering city.
Every day it manufactures tons of food and goods, which are then distributed around the world. It produces useful goods from nothing, or so it appears. The truth is that it seems to use the chaos as its raw materials.
So, the food that these people eat comes directly from the chaos? They put it right in their bodies?
More or less. Some people do find... All of the goods produced by the Foul Sea come first to these warehouses. This is where everything is sorted and accounted for. Then they're just...
So the Foul Sea here is the only source of food and materials left for the people in the cities. If Lord Snow were so inclined, he could monopolize the world's resources.
That's why the people made him their patron. He was the only person they could trust to manage the supplies fairly. Keep going along this path and you'll reach the Arger's Quarter. My sensors are picking up chaos infusions throughout the city. If you keep going that way, you'll end up in danger.
Not a whole lot of other options, are there? I wouldn't want to miss the big bash.
Like, this is bad. The chaos just keeps on spreading. It's almost as if it gets stronger the more...
Chaos feeds on despair, right? These people come...
Look for a way to get out onto the tracks of the supply line. Those fireworks signal to the city that a performance is about to begin.
I found you, Miss Me. You sure this is a good place for you to be? You can see it, can't you? This place is going to be Chaos City soon.
Lumina...
The sea of chaos that laps at your heels. It's one of Yusnaan's biggest sights. It's like part of the show. Wow, would you just look at it? The chaos is going to swallow everyone up. I think the Savior has to do something. Since it doesn't seem our patron is doing much locked up in his palace.
What's Snow thinking?
Oh, he's not. At
least not about the city. He's just thrown his arms up and given it all up. He's pacing back and forth in that little room of his, waiting for the world to end. You know why, right? It's all because of you-know-who. She's the reason he's dead inside.
You mean Sarah?
That's it. You aren't so dumb after all. Of course it's Sarah. Snow's never been able to let go of her. Do you know how many years Sarah's been dead now? Even so, he goes on pining and dreaming and wishing. He basically wore every bit of himself away. And now there's nothing of Snow left inside. So sis, how about letting Snow free already? For his own sake. If you ask me, it's time he got out from under all the gloom and memories. Because otherwise, the only thing he has left to look forward to is the end of everything. So you want to at least go out in style, right?
Light, are you there?
I'm fine. I fell into the warehouses. Which way do I head from here?
Let's see. I guess that you're near the Augur's Quarter. Start by getting out of there, and quick.
Something happening?
I'm picking up strong chaos readings all over the city. I can't say what'll happen. Just hurry to the palace. I've run database checks on the warehouses around here, but I can't tell who owns most of this stuff. People just stored their things here and left them to rot. I doubt you'll find any hidden treasures.
Let's do it. They have no chance.
They must have. Who knows what could be sitting in the abandoned warehouses here? You should find your way out of here. You need to focus on reaching the Augur's Quarter.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying it.
The door is locked, but you should be able to use that ID to open it.
Order of Salvation.
If you have an ID, you'll be able to walk straight into the Augur's Quarter through the front gate.
She is armed and considered a...
You should head for the Augur's Quarter before the delivery starts. For the palace. That golden statue is a symbol of Yusnaan's wealth and power, and you'll certainly never get lost with that kind of landmark showing the way.